is the best combination passer score?
Oh, man, Kev, he put me on the hot seat. That's a tough one. I just got to give everybody
you played with a lot of them, though, didn't you? Huh?
I know, man. I didn't know it was going to be a test today. I got to go with my boy Rod Strickland when I played with him at the Wizards. I think he's the best finisher ever, and he led the league in assists. My boy Jay Will, shout out to White Chocolate. I mean, he is one of the most creative players I ever played with, but he could shoot it from deep. He was a guy that liked to shoot it from Curry land, and he could pass it. And then lastly, I'd have to, of course, go with my man Mike Bibby. Mike Bibby could do it all. So I've been blessed to play and fortunate to play with some great scorers and combination passers in this league.
Three terrific names. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Teague. Lowry Markkanen is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Hutchinson in at the 3. Now here's Dragic. Chef Teague unable to get his shot to go. Dragic the pass to Oladipo. Right side, Butler. Just 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Here's Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly.
Outside, LaVine. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
It's Oladipo on the wing. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Teague. And now here comes Teague leading the break. And there's the lay-in.
And with the way Teague can move in the open floor, there is just no way to prevent him from getting points on a fast break.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. I had a chance to talk with head coach Jim Boylan. He talked about the threat posed by Jimmy Butler, saying it's incredible the work he's done to make himself such a well-rounded scorer. Kevin, they better be ready for the terror from Tomball, Texas. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Teague after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Vucevic the pass to Hutchison, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. A lot going wrong there.
And he makes the first. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
He hits both from the stripe. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Dragic kicks to Oladipo. Back to Dragic. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Dragic has got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Oladipo misses.
Everything looked good until the finish. And it all goes wrong.
Here's the 3. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And with Teague's speed, his pull-up jumper is so tough to guard.
Teague against Dragic. It's Oladipo on the wing. Fires the 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Here's Hutchison. He's guarded by Dragic. They get it again. Here's Vucevic. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Oladipo dishes to Dragic. Back to Oladipo. 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. Buries the jump shot. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's Hutchison. Poked away. Outside, Levine. Pass to Hutchison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Vucevic, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to Orlando. And Oladipo kicks to Dragic. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Teague drives in, and it's slammed in by Teague.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as Teague does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Now, here's Dragic. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. Over Teague. Dragic gets the bucket. Dragic has got 6. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Bulls. It's a 5-point game. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the official start of the season, Chris. Is there any opening day for you that sticks out in the many years you played in the NBA?
One opening game, and I don't remember who we played, but I know it was with Allen Iverson. And AI and I had meetings before the season, and we were talking about just how much we wanted to win. We knew we were coming up on the end of our careers, or I remember never entering a preseason with so much hope, because I knew that he was in, I knew that I was in, and we knew that we both wanted it so bad. So I think we both scored 30 or did something crazy like that. I don't remember, but coming out with him that preseason was so special, because I knew we were going to set the tone for how our team was going to play, and we were engaged that year. Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Levine against Oladipo. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got his second basket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dragic the pass to Oladipo. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. But they'll get another chance. And here's Dragic. He's got 6. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
It's his first trip to the line. Down the first one. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Good on both.
And Dragic came into the NBA with something on his resume that not many other rookies have. He has a ring from winning the Slovenian Pro League the year before he came to America.
Now here's Levine. For the 3. Again, Levine missing. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
First one falls for him.
I mean, an obsessive personality type Jimmy Butler. Back in Marquette, he'd stop a fast break drill when he caught a pass with one hand instead of two and say, do it over. That perfectionism, it still drives him today.
Satoransky's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And Jimmy Butler, a creature of habit, isn't he, Chris?
Oh, yeah, Kevin. He eats the same meals for breakfast and lunch. He watches the same movies over and over, the same thing every day. It's brought him to this point, right? So why stop now?
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Jeff Teague. Teague against Butler. The kick out to Oladipo. 6 on the shot clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Oladipo hits them both. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
The creation of the super teams, Chris, is enough being done to ensure a competitive balance in the NBA.
I think so. I think that every year we're going to have to evolve in trying to do enough and to see what happened the previous year. But yeah, and the fact remains, though, Kevin, is, you know, I like working with you. You're my friend. I would go work with you. And in basketball, you want to go play with your friends.
Same stuff, yeah.
How do you stop that?
Right.
I don't know. When guys get to hang out in the summer and say, wouldn't it be cool if we got to play together, our kids would play together, and we could win one? That's going to be hard to deter. So I just think it's about how strong the will of the friends are, and more importantly, what is the league doing to kind of not necessarily give as much incentive to do that. But I think the league is doing a great job staying proactive, giving guys a lot of incentive, a lot of reason, a lot of dinero to stay at home with the team.
And see, Webb, you talk to the Bulls fans, and they are eager for a return to greatness.
Yeah, GA, it's been a long time since the Jordan era, and Bulls fans know it. But you know, GA, the Bulls have a very loyal group of fans. Their patience has been tested, though. This team needs results. Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Dragic kicks to Leonard. Oladipo against Satoransky. Outside Butler. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Some say the mid-range jumper is dying out. Yeah, right. Guys like Butler, they're keeping it alive.
And Levine, here we go. That's tipped. Here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Teague, the pass to Levine. Vucevic dishes to T. Can't hit that one. And it's Miami the other way.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
That one drops for him. 8 points for Victor Oladipo.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, and this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
Now, here's Markkanen. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando. With the shot. And the Bulls with another miss. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They trail by 3. Markkanen against Oladipo. Here's Leonard. The kick outside to Butler. Over Levine. That one off the back iron and out. The Bulls leading by 3. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dragic the pass to Oladipo. Outside Butler. Launches a 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Levine feeling it out a bit. Markkanen finds Teague. Back to Markkanen. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 6. Pass to Dragic. Over Teague. No good from Dragic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Passes it to Adebayo. Leonard against Markkanen. Here's Oladipo. The pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Teague. He's got 14. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Satoransky. Second shot opportunity, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bulls have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Nunn. Teague covering. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Butler passes to Jones. Shot clock at 6.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Now here's Teague. He's covered closely. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Miami. Bulls have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. Satoransky against Oladipo. Releases. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Chicago with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more in store for you right after this. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Rumors are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Noche Latina in the NBA as we resume action. And looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Jones is out there with Myers Leonard. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Here's Nunn after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Here's Butler. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Now, here's Butler. 9 points last game. Back to Robinson. Stolen by LaVine. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. Second quarter of action. About a minute and a half played. And Butler sends it back.
You can't throw up weak shots when Butler is around. His shot blocking ability, impressive.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Nunn. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Charlotte. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories had they stayed healthy?
Wow. I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. You know, he and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies when Grant started his career off in Detroit. And to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden, who got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
gets them both.
Well, Jim Boylan, he won the Chicago head coaching job after his interim stint. The fans were unsure of the hire, but the front office believes in him moving forward.
Pass to Satoransky. Now here's Levine. Tight defense on him. And it's sent back by Leonard. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. A pull-up. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Robinson.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going in.
Now, here's Satoransky. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Gafford. And that's going to be a travel. Just got to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Young.
Defensively, he's really stepped it up over the past few months. You can see the jump in his steal numbers, and it hasn't been by accident. He's put in a ton of effort at the defensive end, and boy, is it paying off.
And the Bulls making a change here. Hutchison's checked in. Here's Nunn. He kicks to Robinson. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Nunn. And a strong finish with two hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Here's Valentine. The Heat getting the bucket. Back to Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. Leonard with the steal. Passes it to Nunn. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Butler. Shoots over Satoransky. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Butler.
Oh, and the defense was right on Butler, but it doesn't matter. His level of concentration is just amazing.
Valentine passes to Satoransky. To the wing on the left. Here's Hutchison. Good on the three-point shot. Hutchinson's got 5 points so far.
Well, maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of him.
Robinson dishes to Butler. Here's Nunn. Oh, that's blocked.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Hutchison. A new 14 for the Bulls. He gets it in there. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
Now, here's Butler. 5 points in the game. Knocked loose. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Hutchison, defended by Butler. The pass to Satoransky. Bulls moving the ball around. Gafford passes to Satoransky. Here's Gafford, defended by Jones. Shot clock at 3. Goes up from the top of the key. And Jones pulls it down. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Nunn. The dish to Robinson. Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Outside Butler. Pass to Nunn.
Come get it.
To end the cold streak. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Satoransky, and that one good. And the Bulls lead by 14. The Miami Heat come into this one following a loss to the Hornets. Outside Robinson. Butler attacking. Rejected by Young.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, DA. No good on that one. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up on some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes the guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was
laugh.
the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Now here's Teague. He's got 14. And Young now, top of the key. Here's Hutchison. That three off the mark. The Heat trail by 13. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Here's Leonard. Good defensive work there by Young. Bulls have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Passes to Satoransky. Here's Gafford. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Hutchison. The Bulls keep it alive. And the rejection by Leonard. Oladipo outside. Over Teague. Offensive rebound. The shot by Adebayo, no good. The Bulls leading by 13. Satoransky with it. Young, right side. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Adebayo throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now, here's Satoransky. The teardrop falls in. Satoransky's got 6 points in the quarter.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Here's Nunn. Teague covering. Nunn, that's good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Gafford. Outside Teague. 1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Can't hit from in close. Oladipo for 3. Rebounded by Gafford.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Hutchison, that's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Leonard finds Butler. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Drops in the tray. 13 points for Victor Oladipo.
Sometimes trailing in a game, players get sucked into trying to make that home run play.
Pass to Gafford. Dishes to Young. Shoots over Leonard. Shot's good from Young. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's all about the tail of the tape right there. I mean, his size advantage makes that jump shot easy pickings.
Here's Nunn. Teague covering. Puts it up from 12. Second chance shot. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Heat. The Bulls making a switch here. And Miami has possession. A 12-point game. Leonard dishes to Oladipo, and that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Nunn. 7 points in the game.
You just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Pass to Hutchison. He dishes it to Markkanen, and it goes down 2 points. Markkanen's got 7.
And when Markkanen is making this, it boosts his aggressiveness, and it helps him fire up, too.
Now, Oladipo. He's coming off a 16-point game against Charlotte.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bulls lead by 14. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks, Nick. What got you guys going in the first half?
It was just good aggressive and try to be present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And anyway, that's all we need to do, you know, when we start the game up right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like the night we did.
Obviously, it's how you finish, not how you start. Thanks, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson. It was Jeff Teague setting the pace in the first quarter. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep.
Thanks for joining.
And with the second half upon us, becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jeff Teague.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So for Chicago right now, Levine is out there with Teague, and it's Vucevic. Then there's Markkanen, and it's Hutchinson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Markkanen. It's tipped, and he gets it back. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Friday, they'll host the New York Knicks, and then on Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Vucevic. The Heat trail by 16. Outside Dragic passes it to Adebayo. To the paint. Here's Oladipo. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
He's the best when he's assertive like that. I mean, don't take any chances. Take it to the cup.
And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
It's good. And it's 7 points for Butler.
Oh, you got to admire Butler's toughness. I mean, he's always ready to take on the defense and score on them.
Teague bounce pass. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Teague's got 16.
Ball control, body control, and a nice touch. All the ingredients you need for the reverse.
Here's Dragic. Softly drops in the floater.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Here's Teague. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. It's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. Down by 15. There's the lob to Oladipo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Now here's Levine. 6 points for him. He kicks it to Vucevic. Over Adebayo. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Rockets the pass to Adebayo. The dish to Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
And Teague, here we go. Here's Vucevic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment here to see some stats for Teague. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 12 points per game last year. 8 assists and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The feed to Oladipo. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 21 points for Victor Oladipo.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside, Levine. Back to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Dragic. Offensive rebound. Here's Vucevic. Markkanen trying to break loose. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Dragic. Lays it up and off the glass. Dragic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And Teague, here we go. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Goran Dragic.
Well, when Teague has a step or two on the drive, he'll shield the ball and do his best to draw contact.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game. First one falls. Floor spacing, Chris, now so big in the NBA. And big men have the room to put up some unbelievable numbers.
Oh, man, look at Lopez out there in Bucks land. I mean, look what he's doing in Milwaukee, just shooting threes from deep. The same, you got to go to Embiid, Porzingis, and we already seen what the great Dirk Nowitzki has done through his career spacing the floor. Look, it adds time on to your career because you don't have to just go down there and bang and be one-dimensional in the paint. It makes your teammates better because now you're spacing the floor, which gives them room to drive. And if you're really working on your game, you can really make your teammates better because now you have more passing lanes because you're further away from the basket. So as any post player knows, it's a blessing to be surrounded by great shooters, and now big men, they got a little more room out there.
Well, Jeff Teague is one of the tougher players in the league despite his size, and he did a good job finishing through the contact.
Now here's Dragic. He's got 12, and Miami calls their first time out of the game. Without question, Jeff Teague displaying his skills today.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. 5th, Jimmy Butler.
He showed such tremendous defensive instincts. Trust me, nobody wanted him guarding them last year.
Outside Leonard. Heat moving the ball around. Butler on the way. Just 5 on the clock. Tries from 16. That shot no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And Butler sends it back. Teague against Robinson. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Levine against Robinson. Levine can't hit.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
A slam dunk by Robinson.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Chicago with the ball. The Heat getting the bucket. Here's Vucevic. Goes back up. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Here's Butler. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Levine. That's tipped, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And so he makes both from the line.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Outside Dragic. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 12. Thien passes to Teague. Kicks to Vucevic. Miami grabs the miss.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
The Heat have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Chicago making a switch here. Satoransky's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw, good Butler.
Just so competitive. I mean, Jimmy Butler brings attitude, not only to the games, but practices as well. Kevin, you remember that infamous Minnesota practice before he got traded in 2018? Yeah, that's going down in NBA lore.
Now, here's Valentine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now the pass to Satoransky. 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Vucevic. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. 22 points for Vucevic.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him. Get that lead even bigger.
Dragic taking his time here. Pass to Adebayo. Butler on the wing. Pass to Jones. Here's Adebayo. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. At one point, they led by 16. Feeds it to Markkanen. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And it's denied. And it's Butler with the jam.
Wow, an explosive athlete that can beat you inside and outside. Butler's a complete player.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Checked in for Jimmy Butler.
And with a moment, let's check out the stats for Vucevic. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 21 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic.
With smooth mechanics and a soft touch, Markkanen is dangerous inside.
And the stretch big man, Lauri Markkanen, very strong player on offense.
And I told you, Kevin, it's no secret. I like Markkanen best when he is a bit greedy, searching for a shot. I mean, sometimes I feel he can defer too much, but he has the skills to be a great scoring threat if he is playing aggressive.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and with Lauri Markkanen, you know you're going to get shooting from his spot. Great release and has been efficient from range since his rookie year.
And Markkanen drops them both. And Chris, with Markkanen, the shooting frees up the rest of his offensive game.
Yeah, and he's better than you think at going to the rim. He doesn't blow by anyone, but has the length and the hops on his drives to get a solid look while on the move. He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Dragic against T. Pass to Valentine. Here's Satoransky. Off target from three-point range. The Heat trail by 6, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and Jones slams it home.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's Vucevic. 22 points for him. Yes, that goes in. Vucevic has got 14 points here in the second half.
And he delivers another blow. Something's gotten into him this quarter. He's carrying them offensively.
Iguodala left side. Out to the wing. They double him with Vucevic. Back to Iguodala. Down low. Here's Adebayo. That one's not going to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. Now here's Valentine. He's covered by Iguodala. Back to Valentine. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 5th assist in this one. Miami trailing. And here's Dragic. 12 points for him. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Satoransky against Jones. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Another shot, and Vucevic finishes inside. Vucevic has got 26 points.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Miami, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Heat making a switch here. Nunn's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Young's checked in. And Goran Dragic drops them both. The Bulls leading by 6. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Over Iguodala. Another one falls for Chicago.
He got a little fancy with the fadeaway on that one.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Nunn. Dragic with a wide open look. The good-looking shot from the wing. Dragic has got 10 points in the quarter.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Young in the corner. Satoransky looking around.
I see you.
5 to shoot. From deep. They grab their own miss. Vucevic with the bucket.
And they continue to control the glass.
The Heat trail by 8. Here's Nunn. He's got 7. 56 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Jones. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Miami. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Right side T, and it's blocked. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now, here's Oladipo. 21 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Chicago leading by 4. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Teague the pass to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. Teague deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Misses the shot. Nikola Vucevic firing on all cylinders for the Chicago Bulls. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for Miami, they've got Adebayo. He's out there with Jones. Oladipo is out there with Iguodala. And it's none in at the 1.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Oladipo. Leonard, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Oladipo hits them both. Chicago leading. Now here's Teague. Pass to Vucevic. Dishes it to Young. And the rejection by Leonard. There's the lob to the hoop. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Young. Great D that time from Leonard.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's foul number 2 for him. Levine's checked in for the Bulls. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Passes it to Nunn. Poked loose. Just 5 on the clock. To take the lead. Bean with the rebound.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
To the middle. Here's Young, and Young slams it home.
Yeah, Kevin, you like seeing Levine like more like this, wanting to improve as a passer.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Here's Nunn, and Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here's Satoransky. Here's Young. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And that's why you never stop working in the paint at either end of the floor.
And the pass to Oladipo. He can't get that one. Good defensive work there by Young. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. The Heat trail by 6. And Oladipo kicks to Iguodala. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Levine against Oladipo. Over Levine. That one rolling around and rims out. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And Miami making a change here. Butler's checked in. For Miami, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. Timeout called, the Heat. Our starter in this league for almost a decade, Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
Keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He warned them they've got to get back in transition. He said they've given up way too many fast break points, and he said we have to slow the pace of the game down and force them into taking some tough shots. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Clock at 6, and he lobs it up toward the rim. Fast break, here comes Chicago. Lobs it up for Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Oh, and the chemistry. I mean, Levine has with these guys, isn't it evident? Tremendous at finishing off these alley-oops.
Nunn passes to Oladipo. They need this one. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Shots good from Young. And now it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Heat moving the ball around. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And yes, it's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Here's Nunn. The Bulls getting the bucket. Adebayo with the ball. And there's the feed to Oladipo. Over Levine. Oladipo misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Now here's Levine. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Now here's Satoransky. He's tightly guarded. Over Leonard. And too long on the shot. The Heat trail by 12. It's Oladipo on the wing. And that time, also a missed shot.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Now, Satoransky. Pass to Levine. And it's off from three-point range. Miami's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Oladipo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the former number 11 pick in 2012, it's taken some time for Myers Leonard. But you know what, Chris, the last couple of seasons, his offensive game really is rounding into form.
Too. Yeah, and I wonder, because he's a great shooter and a quick twitch athlete that can get his head at the rim, with the strong season at the line, could he be inducted into the 50-40-90 club?
The free throw drops for Oladipo. Chicago making a switch here. Teague's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
I mean, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And he gets it to go. 10 points for Zach LaVine.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Oladipo against LaVine. Outside Butler. And it's blocked.
The coaching staff loves this. They know marketing has the length needed to swat a lot of shots away.
Feeds it to Teague. Up and in on the layup. Teague's got 22 points.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's none. He dishes it to Butler.
Who's watching him?
He kicks it to Oladipo. 6 to shoot. Back to Butler from downtown. Rebound by the Bulls. LaVine's got 5 rebounds tonight. From the arc. Connects from three-point range. LaVine's got 7 points for the quarter.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Now, here's Oladipo. Here's the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. 28 points for him.
Even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Adebayo against Vucevic. Pass to Hutchison. Beyond the arc. And the Bulls, another 3.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's none. Now the dish to Oladipo. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Here's Oladipo. And that one hits back iron.
He's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
LaVine kicks to Teague. Back to LaVine. Teague can't hit. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. 19-point game. Plays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprise, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Oh, what a wonderful dunker. Give LaVine any opportunity to flush it home. He won't pass it up.
And so here is Miami. The Bulls getting the bucket. Dragic against Teague. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Dragic. And that's now 30 points for Victor Oladipo. Dragic against Teague. Shoots over Dragic. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Teague's got 4 this quarter.
Teague is just doing whatever he wants out there, and there is no way to slow him down. An absolute blast to watch him perform.
Adebayo finds Oladipo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Oladipo. Oladipo hits them both.
He's taking an aggressive approach since halftime, drawing fouls, getting to the line, forcing the D in the bad spots.
Teague against Dragic. Teague the pass to Hutchison. Inside, here's Vucevic. Over Adebayo. And it's Chicago scoring again.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
Levine against Oladipo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
One shot.
Good hit, man. Good hit.
And here is Teague. To the inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Oladipo. Pass to Dragic. The pass to Adebayo. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Dragic. Just 5 to shoot. Over Levine. No good from Dragic. And stolen by Butler.
And you can't be too aggressive with Butler. That's just a recipe for failure.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls for him. And so Butler nails both of them. There's 1:40 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Levine. Vucevic with it. He's guarded by Dragic. Vucevic the pass to Levine, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Levine's got 11 in the second half.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Chicago.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Vucevic.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Here's Butler after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Adebayo. You know what? They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Teague against Dragic. Teague kicks to Levine. Back to Teague. Passes to Hutchison. There's the three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Teague against Dragic. Rebound by the Bulls. Now here's Teague. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Nick, great win tonight. Good performance.